and welcome to the end of this first section. Let's see what you learned so far. You learned that unplugging is the first step to become a successful, healthy and productive remote worker. Why? Because unplugging is basically the first step to love yourself, to be kind and compassionate towards yourself. It's the first step to set boundaries. You first learn how to set boundaries within yourself, and then you're ready to set boundaries with other people. You subscribed for a course that is going to be an inner process. It's going to lead you to become a better remote worker and a better person in general. You won't find tips and tricks, you won't find the 3 steps in order to become a successful remote worker here. You won't find any magical steps that you can apply and you will become a better person overnight. No, it's more of an inner process, and as you might know, whatever kind of process you're going through, it needs to happen from inside out, not the other way around. That's why I chose to talk about unplugging first, because it's really the very first step in order to understand what's going on inside you. And once you learn how to unhook yourself, once you learn to get to the choice point sooner, faster and better, once you learn how to relax in that choice point, once you unhook yourself, you can see the other options that you have at your disposal. You can see all the towards moves that you can make. And then, and only then, you will naturally talk to yourself much better. You will be able to listen to yourself much better. And that's the key in order to be a really compassionate person. That's the key to be a successful remote worker, because you have to learn how to listen to other people's needs. But before that, you have to learn how to listen to your needs first. That's the very beginning. You first learn how to listen to yourself, and then you can apply the same technique, the same approach, the same mindset, the same attitude to listening to other people. Remember to really give it a shot, to really give it a try to the exercises, to really practice, because the more you practice, the better you will get. Those exercises are really meant to allow you to unhook yourself and at the same time to deepen your understanding, the understanding that you have of yourself. And if you try to diffuse from certain thoughts and feelings, sometimes the brain, your mind is going to rebel against it. If you start diffusing lying, you start singing it, you start repeating it, then the brain might shoot something at you like, what are you doing? What's this nonsense? Why are you doing this? Oh, come on, don't be such a loser. That's not worth it. You will never get there. So stop trying. Remember to diffuse from these thoughts as well, and to always be kind and gentle to yourself. It doesn't happen overnight. It will take time. Everything that is worth having takes some effort. Try not to be angry at yourself. Try not to blame yourself. Try to be as compassionate as you can towards yourself. So you see, you start diffusing some thoughts and feelings, and the brain is going to shoot you other unpleasant and useless thoughts and feelings, and you diffuse from them as well. And then you diffuse from other useless thoughts and feelings, until you get back to the very essential judgmental thoughts and words, to the real core. What is your brain, your mind telling you? In my case, as you remember, the example and the story that I told you about myself, there were just 2 words, stupid and loser. I had those words in one representation or the other in my head. And they were basically undermining everything I did. They were undermining the relationship I had with myself. They were undermining, consequently, the relationship that I had with other people. And I lived horrible years. It was really, really impossible to deal with myself. I wasn't able to be at peace with myself. I needed to do things in order to fill the void. If I were alone, if I were by myself, I needed either to read or to just sleep, but they were all avoiding moves. I couldn't really be in my room for half an hour just like that, at peace with myself, without doing anything, being still awake but without doing anything. In remote work, what you are going to experience is a lot of time being by yourself, and you have to learn how to deal with that. So this is all that you learned. You learned the first step to be kind to yourself. You learned the first step towards this inner process that is going to lead you to become a better person and a better remote worker. After this section, we are going to dig a little bit deeper into burnout and what the relationship between burnout and remote work is. You will learn to recognize where you are in burnout or where you are getting there. Do you remember the picture that I made about unplugging and going towards the opposite direction of a healthy unplugging? Well, you will learn how to deal with that, and you will learn what you can do in order to keep burnout at bay. That's it for this section. I hope that it was very valuable to you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.